I am Hope Mapeto, 26 years old, and I am a farmer at Limpopo. Basically now I'm operating a backyard garden and I'm extending to 7 hectares, and I am labeled as a social entrepreneur.
For a young emerging farmer like Hope Mapeto, starting a life and career in farming is both exciting and daunting.
A social entrepreneur is an entrepreneur who sees a need in a community and tries to combat that by trying to help the community. So what I noticed in my community was there's a lot of malnutrition, and there's also a high rate of youth unemployment. So to combat the two, what I did was to start a vegetable garden. So now it's a youth-led one that supplies the community and their local retail stores.
80% of the population in Limpopo is classified as rural, making agriculture a key enabler for economic development.
My name is Tirelo Bosha from TK and Family Livestock. It is based in Bochum. It's about 100 km outside Polokwane. We do mixed farming. We specialize in sheep and also vegetables. The vegetables that we farm, it's cabbage, butternut, your carrots, and beetroot. So that's basically who we are.
I've started this thing of going to the local community to say to them, let each and every household have a backyard garden wherein they can produce their own food, so that they can limit the high rate of the expenses of living, because you have to buy each and everything. But if you have a garden in your yard, you will limit of what you are going to get, because most of the families they are led by grannies. The parents are no more there, and with that grant, that old lady can't afford to maintain that families. But if they are having a garden there, they will make sure that they have healthy food.
Of the approximated 300,000 smallholding farmers in the province, 80% are women. Access to markets for these small and emerging farmers are critical.
We are told 80% of produce sold in Tshwane fresh produce and Joburg fresh produce are from Limpopo. So the problem that we are trying to solve there is that the produce travel from Limpopo to Joburg and Tshwane, and sometimes go back to Limpopo to be sold, but they have traveled more than 600 kilometers to be sold back in the province.
Public servants in the province are hoping to make the lives of small and emerging farmers a lot easier by deploying technology-based solutions.
My name is Komsasa Mgaba. I'm from Limpopo Connexion. We are developing Farmers Portal. We are developing a portal to give access to our farmers, to the market, to veterinary services, for them to be able to chat among themselves. So that's what we're developing, Farmers Portal.
Farmer Portal, it came at the right time for me, because I will be able to connect with other farmers. Like I'm saying, I'm doing crop farming. In this crop, I mainly deal with chilies, and now I'm doing with pepper dew. With pepper dew, we are not able to export now, because we can't reach the tons that they are expecting to go outside. But with this portal, I can be able to connect with other farmers outside.
The Farmers Portal uses a mobile application to publish industry farming standards and practices, weather patterns, share lessons learned, get up to speed on price indices, and allows farmers access to an online veterinary facility.
What our project is trying to achieve, we are trying to introduce digital inclusion in the marginalized sectors of our economy, the farmers, because mostly all the projects are around town and urban areas. So this project will be addressing the digital inclusion in the previously ignored sector.
The Farmers Portal project is made possible through a collaboration between the Belgian and South African governments under the grant program called Tirelo Bosha. Tirelo Bosha aims to support and pilot new ways of delivering public service through contributing to the improvement of frontline public service delivery by stimulating and supporting improvement initiatives at all levels.
I would say the other beneficiaries, this will not only benefit our farmers. The other beneficiaries will be the Department of Agriculture, also the other stakeholders, and also our partners, which is and our clients as well. So then I think they will benefit from this portal, where we'll actually have to link up, where we can actually communicate more without having to leave the office. So then we just type in whatever that we need, and we can respond. So then it can be a two-way communication.
Creating impact and change through innovation is key for Tirelo Bosha initiatives. In Limpopo, existing work by Limpopo Connexion helped ground the use of ICTs to solve real and present problems of emerging farmers.
Right now, we know that we are going into fourth industrial revolution, which is mainly will be ICT. So then everything, it will be based on ICT. So then with this project, it will actually help us to actually be ready for that as well, where we can do all things on computer. We can link up with other people on computer. We can secure our contracts where we are at our farms.
One of our impact is also to create borderless market or virtual market. Traditionally, our emerging market, our emerging farmers sell their produce in taxi ranks, informal market, and the local market. But with this portal, they are able to advertise and access the market that was previously not available to them, and also well, that the market that was previously too big for them to meet, because they are by nature very small.
The Farmers Portal breaks new ground for entrepreneurs like Hope Mapeto, who is able to use the connections created by Tirelo Bosha to build a body of knowledge from experience and partnerships.
Well, with me and farming it's just passion. I didn't go to school for farming. So when I got into farming, what I did was, because I did not have any experience at all, so what I did was I partnered with other farmers, and then I visited their farms just to gain experience, and I went with my people, the youth, because we did not have any idea at all. So we went together for the farming project, and then because I also didn't have any business background, what I also did was I attended accelerator programs, incubators. So those are part of my partnerships that I have so far.
I'd like to say thank you to the Pope to coming to this portal, for coming to our rescue, because we were stranded, just to say that, because we were unable to touch the other people outside, and we will be able to know who are doing the same farming as we are doing through them. And also